Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're doing a virtual unboxing of a highly specific, honestly, incredibly powerful tool for your business. We're looking at the Bizmanualz Sales Management Procedure, specifically product SL1010. Now, if you've ever felt like your sales department is, well, operating on guesswork rather than a reliable, repeatable system, you are exactly who this is for. We're going to open up this digital box, look at exactly what you get when you download it, and see how it really transforms chaos into a measurable, predictable machine.
Here is our quick agenda for this explainer. First, we'll meet your manual. Second, we'll look at the core procedures. Third, forms and rules. Fourth, time-saving mechanics. And finally, your path to action.
All right, Section 1, Meet Your Manual, the SL1010 Overview. So what is the SL1010? Basically, it provides a very clear, thoroughly developed plan for setting sales goals and actually implementing the strategies to reach them. This isn't just some theoretical book. It's a practical procedure explicitly designed for sales management, sales administrators, and top management. If you're a manager who urgently needs to systematize your sales cycles and just get your entire department reading from the exact same playbook, this product is absolutely the ultimate tool to make that happen. Now, what's really interesting about this is the contrast between the old way and the new way. A lot of sales veterans out there operate through this kind of intuitive feel. They treat sales like a magical black box where leads go in and closed deals hopefully come out. But using intuition just isn't good enough for accounting or manufacturing, right? So why on earth should we accept it in sales? The SL1010 introduces a highly disciplined PDCA process that stands for Plan, Do, Check, Act. It brings this relentless, yet really reflective pursuit of the numbers, meaning hitting your targets is no longer left up to chance. Just to put this into perspective and ground this in reality, let's talk about the physical weight of this digital product. When you pick up the SL1010, you are getting exactly 20 pages and 2,243 words of densely packed, ready-to-use content. There's zero fluff here. It is a highly focused, expertly crafted document that cuts straight to the procedures you need to implement right this second. Moving on to Section 2, the core procedures. Let's look inside the manual. The SL1101 actually breaks down sales management into 5 very methodical activities. You have the sales management plan overview, developing the plan, executing the plan, monitoring it, and finally correcting it. See, this isn't just about telling your team, hey, go sell more. It's about deeply understanding your process inputs and outputs. By monitoring the plan, you're continuously measuring your key performance indicators, your KPIs, against your actual goals. And when discrepancies pop up, Step 5 ensures you identify the root causes and implement corrective actions for continual, ongoing improvement. All right, Section 3, Forms and Roles. Let's talk about executing the strategy. So how do we actually execute all of this? Well, you don't just get the theory, you get the actual physical forms. Included right in the manual are the Sales Management Plan form, the Sales Forecast form, and the Weekly Sales Summary form. You can literally just point your team to these ready-to-use documents to start tracking data immediately, set meaningful goals, and capture all that crucial information that usually just slips right through the cracks. But as we all know, forms are pretty useless if people don't actually know their roles. So the manual provides crystal clear definitions to make sure the whole department is perfectly aligned. It defines exactly what constitutes your sales cycle and your sales pipeline. It distinctly separates the duties of the sales staff, the folks making the presentations and quotes, from the sales administrators who handle functions like qualifying leads. Crucially, it clearly dictates that sales management develops the plan while top management reviews and approves it. So no more overlapping duties and no more dropped balls. Which brings us to Section 4, Time-Saving Mechanics, Delivery and Value. This is a massive time saver. Everything we just looked at, the 20 pages of procedures, the specific forms, the role definitions, is delivered as an instant download, and they are fully editable Microsoft Word templates, meaning the manual is 100% customizable to your specific company. You're not buying some locked, rigid PDF. You're buying a living document. You can download it today, tweak it to perfectly fit your unique industry terminology, and literally deploy it to your team tomorrow, saving your leadership countless hours of tedious drafting and formatting. So the bottom line is the investment. The precise price point for the SL1010 Sales Management Procedure is just $49.99. Seriously, when you consider the immense value and the massive return on investment of acquiring a ready-made, expert-level business process, it's pretty much a no-brainer. You are essentially bypassing weeks and weeks of internal meetings and trial and error for $50. Oh, and the product is also backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. This completely emphasizes the risk-free nature of picking up this tool. You can download the whole thing, review the forms, read through all 2,243 words, and see firsthand how it applies to your sales department without taking on any financial risk whatsoever.
Finally, Section 5, Path to Action. Let's systematize today.
Look, we have to stop treating sales and marketing like a magical black box. It absolutely must align with your broader business strategy. Making the numbers shouldn't be left to chance, and it really shouldn't rely solely on the raw intuition of a few star players. It requires a well-thought-out, disciplined strategy that is continuously monitored and controlled. And this manual? It gives you exactly that control. Which leaves us with one final, very important question for you to consider. Are you ready to stop guessing and start systematizing? If your goal is to genuinely understand, plan, and improve your sales process so that success is never left up to chance again, then it's time to take action. Download the Bizmanualz SL110 today and take real control of your sales pipeline. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and here's to making your numbers on purpose.